Hey guys, how's it going today? Elias here. I'm going to be sharing with you verse. It would be Matthew chapter 14, verses 13 through 21. And first, I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. All right, so basically, it's when Jesus feeds the 5,000. All right, hearing for this, the crowds followed him. When Jesus landed, he saw a large crowd who he had commanded healed their sick. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. As evening approached, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." And the disciples replied, "We have here only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish," they answered. "How are we to feed them?" Um, Jesus says, "Bring them to me," he said. And he directed the people to sit down in the grass, taking 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves, and he gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people, and they all ate and were satisfied. And all the disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces left over. The number of these ate were 5,000 men, besides their women and children. All right. So my point being here today is, in a world with so much complexity, in a world um, that has so many things wrong that are happening, full of it's just there's a lot of dark things in this world that we have no clue about, like rapists, adulterers, human trafficking, all kinds of different things here that we and I'm not talking about here in the States. I'm talking about human trafficking where, you know, where 100 women are imprisoned and, tied in a um, prison, is sold for sex, service 20 guys a day. Talking about stuff like that, and then the times that they're not servicing the guys, they're locked away in a little box in a dungeon. They're just given enough food so they could eat. So, you know, on a world that, a person dies every 3 seconds, you wonder, is there a God? And if there is, has he forgotten about us? And how can we do something? Well, Jesus fed 5,000. He asked his disciples, he said, you feed them. Uh, so you are the light of the world. You're meant to go out there. And maybe you're saying right now at this point, how am I to do this? I don't have any resources. Um, you know, you can help out. You can volunteer. You can, there's a there's ijm.org/FP. IJM.org is an organization that's going out there and really being the light of the world, the rescuing girls that are the same girls that I was telling you about that are being sold for sex trafficking, servicing 20 guys a day, being locked in the dungeon. So IJM.org. I think that's the website. Let me make sure. I'm not exactly sure. IJM.org. Yep, that is the website, IJM.org. And I'm a member with them as well. They're doing a great job. They really, it was founded by the Washington, D.C. District Attorney that's going out. And he's going out there and really not only helping these people, but actually, transforming their lives as well. So, if you want to be a part of it, go to this website, be a part of it. I encourage you to do it.